Did you think you had already seen adorable little birds? Then wait until you meet these beauties. In today's video, we've prepared a selection of the 20 cutest birds in the world, with round eyes, soft feathers, and little faces that seem to smile. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel and leave your like. Now let's get started. Number 1. Cuban Toady. A little green button that looks like a magical toy. Have you ever seen a bird so tiny and cute it looks unreal? That's the Cuban Toady, Cutest multicolor, one of the smallest, most charming, and unbelievably adorable birds on the planet. At just 11 cm long and weighing about 5 grams, it's almost the size of a finger, but what it lacks in size, it makes up for in charm. Its back is vibrant green, chest white, throat pink, and its thick beak makes it look like a colorful toy. Its large, round, attentive eyes add even more tenderness to its already friendly face. It always looks curious, as if exploring a magical world. The Cuban Toady lives only in Cuba, in tropical forests, secondary woods, and dense vegetation. It enjoys short flights and spends long moments perched, calmly observing. It feeds on small insects and nests in natural cavities. Despite its timid appearance, it is active and often vocalizes with sharp, rapid sounds that resemble an electronic toy. With its magical little face and serene behavior, the Cuban Toady instantly wins hearts. Without a doubt, the most adorable bird on our list. Number 2. Eurasian blue tit, a tiny blue button with a mischievous look. Have you ever seen a bird so cute it looks like it came from an old embroidery? The Eurasian blue tit is exactly that, a little button of blue, yellow, and white feathers that seems to smile with its eyes. About 12 cm long, it is recognized by its blue crown, white cheeks, yellow chest, and a delicate black line across the eyes. Its round body and short tail complete its cartoonish appearance. The blue tit is playful, curious, and intelligent. It visits garden feeders and even learns simple tricks to access hidden seeds. It lives in flocks and loves to interact. Its song is high-pitched and cheerful, and its constant presence in spring makes it a familiar garden friend. But what really wins hearts is its mischievous gaze and agile movements, as if always ready to play, a tiny ball of joy that charms everyone. Number 3. American Goldfinch. A yellow ray that brightens any garden. Have you ever seen a bird that looks like a piece of sunshine flying? The American goldfinch is an explosion of joy in the form of a bird, about 13 cm long. The male, during breeding season, wears an almost fluorescent bright yellow with black wings and a slender orange bill. The female has a softer yellow, but is equally delightful. This bird lives in fields and gardens across the United States and Canada. It sings frequently and flies in a zigzag, like a leaf carried by the wind. The cutest detail? The way it perches, with tiny feet close together and an alert gaze, looking like a happy little garden guardian. Sociable, peaceful, and light, the goldfinch is a true feathered treasure. Number 4. Gnatcatcher. A restless little tail full of charm. Have you ever seen a bird that almost never keeps still, yet is so adorable it looks like it's made of cotton? That's the gnatcatcher, a tiny, charming, and energetic bird, about 11 cm long. It has grayish plumage, lively eyes, and a long, expressive tail that never stops moving. This tail is its trademark. The gnatcatcher wags it side to side constantly, as if dancing while exploring branches. It inhabits regions of the Americas with low or shrubby vegetation. Despite its tiny size, its song is surprisingly strong, and it often sings while hopping among twigs. What makes it so lovable is its curiosity, energy, and those round, friendly eyes. With its nervous little manners and soft appearance, the gnatcatcher is pure miniature charm. Number 5. Red-backed fairy wren, a tiny prince with a red cape. Have you ever seen a bird so small it looks like a pocket toy, yet with a bright red cape across its back? That's the red-backed fairy wren, one of the most charming songbirds of Australia, measuring just 11 cm. The male stands out with intense black plumage and a vivid red mantle across the back. The female is light brown with sparkling eyes and a gaze that always seems to smile. Despite its tiny size, this bird has a big attitude. It lives in groups, sings frequently, and hops about while wagging its tail, as if always performing a dance routine. And the sweetest detail, during courtship, males gift females with flower petals, a delicate gesture that melts hearts. With its fairy tale looks and romantic behavior, the fairy wren is pure enchantment. Number 6. Rainbow lorikeet, an explosion of color, movement, and tenderness. That's how many describe the rainbow lorikeet, one of the most dazzling birds on the planet. Looking at it is like admiring a canvas painted by a bold artist, unafraid of mixing all the colors of the palette at once. Deep blue on the head, luminous green on the wings, an orange chest, red patches, touches of yellow, and an almost metallic sheen across its plumage. A true rainbow with wings. But the charm of this bird goes far beyond appearance. What truly captivates is its vibrant personality. A little acrobat. The rainbow lorikeet measures between 25 and 30 centimeters and is famous for its mischievousness. It doesn't settle for simply flying from branch to branch. It loves hanging upside down, exploring objects with its beak, and even playing with its feet like a miniature trapeze artist. Those who have watched it up close say it always seems to be looking for new ways to have fun. Its contagious energy makes it impossible to ignore. Wherever there is a group of lorikeets, there is noise, movement, and joy. Life in flocks, extremely social, they live in groups ranging from a few individuals to flocks of hundreds. When they gather, they turn trees into true aerial carnivals, a spectacle of colors in constant motion, accompanied by a soundtrack of shrill calls, whistles, and funny screeches. Their vocal behavior is so striking that in urban areas of Australia, they have become part of the background sound of cities. For some, it's music. For others, noise. But no one can deny their unmistakable presence. The sweet menu. Unlike many parrots, lorikeets don't live on seeds. Their favorite diet consists of fresh fruit, flowers, and nectar. They have a special tongue with tiny brush-like papillae at the tip, perfectly adapted to lapping up nectar from flowers with impressive efficiency. This sweet diet keeps them constantly on the move, flying from tree to tree in search of new feasts. And, of course, while feeding, they help pollinate plants, playing a vital role in ecological balance. Native to Australia, but not only there. The rainbow lorikeet is native to Australia and Papua New Guinea, but its popularity and adaptability have spread it to other regions. In cities like Sydney, Brisbane, and Melbourne, they are frequent visitors to parks and gardens. In some places, introduced populations have established so well that they are now part of the local landscape, competing with other species. Wherever they are, they attract attention and bring smiles. A close relationship with humans because they are playful and extremely curious. Lorikeets often approach people, especially where food is available. It's common to see them on balconies or backyards, perched on nectar feeders, or even trying to steal fruit left within reach. This closeness, however, requires caution. Feeding them inappropriate food can harm their health. Conservationists recommend that if people want to interact with them, they should do so responsibly, offering only suitable foods. More than a bird, a symbol. For many Australians, the rainbow lorikeet has become a symbol of vitality and joy. Its colorful presence brightens everyday life, reminding us that nature can be as vibrant as any work of art. It's not unusual for tourists to return home with photos and stories of these little feathered acrobats, as if each encounter were an unexpected gift. A rainbow in motion. In the end, what enchants most about the rainbow lorikeet is the sum of all its qualities. It is not just beautiful, not just playful, not just noisy or social. It is all of that at once. A bird that turns any tree into a stage, any flight into a spectacle, and any ordinary morning into a celebration of colors. With bright eyes, a playful personality, and energy that seems inexhaustible, the rainbow lorikeet is, without exaggeration, joy in the form of a... Number 7. European roller, a tropical blue right in Europe. Have you ever seen a bird that seems to mix the sky and sea in every feather? The European roller is a spectacle of soft colors and elegance. Though it lives in Europe's drier regions, its appearance feels tropical, tender, and captivating at first glance. It measures about 30 centimeters or displaying plumage in pale blue, turquoise, and warm brown on its back. When it opens its wings, darker blue details appear, creating a true show of colors in motion. What makes it even more enchanting is its calm, reserved character. It often perches on tall branches, watching quietly with serene eyes. Its flight is strong yet graceful, like an aerial dance. And its call, discreet and slightly raspy, matches its mysterious aura. With serene beauty and gentle behavior, the European roller radiates peace just by being seen. Number 8. crimson chat, a tiny red spark with contagious energy. Have you ever seen a bird so small and vibrant it looks like a drop of red paint bouncing between branches? That's the crimson chat, one of the most charming birds of Australia's arid zones. At just 13 centimeters, the male stands out with its bright red head and breast, contrasting with a brown back. The female is subtler, with brownish tones touched with faint red, equally endearing. It thrives in dry areas and open fields, always in motion, hopping with curiosity and joy, as if exploring the world with pure delight. The crimson chat also sings often, producing soft, repetitive notes that perfectly match its lively and captivating personality. With its cheerful look and playful character, it seems designed to brighten the landscape. Number 9. Mountain Bluebird. A sky blue soul of serenity. That's how many describe the mountain bluebird. It looks as if it carries a piece of the sky in its feathers, a moving fragment of the horizon. Watching it fly is like seeing light glide softly through the air, a blend of grace, calm, and delicacy that touches the soul. Bluish beauty. It measures about 18 centimeters, but its presence feels far greater than its size suggests. The male shows off vibrant, almost translucent turquoise blue plumage, as if bathed in sky rays. The female, in contrast, has subtler grayish blue tones with just a touch of sky-like shimmer on the wings and tail. This difference doesn't lessen her beauty. On the contrary, together they form a perfect harmony, like two verses of the same poem. Seen together in a flowering field, the pair looks like a living poem of contrast and balance. The stage of open plains. The mountain bluebird ranges widely across western North America, from Canadian prairies to Mexican deserts and mountain ranges. It loves open fields, plains, and mountain habitats where the sky is vast and sunlight pours freely. They nest in tree cavities or in nest boxes provided by humans, a habit that has brought them closer to rural communities, making them discreet companions of farmers and travelers. Serene flights. Unlike restless or aggressive birds, the mountain bluebird is known for its calm behavior. Its flight is smooth, almost contemplative, as if it has no rush to reach its destination. Instead of diving abruptly, it floats like a feather, gliding over flower fields or hovering gently while hunting insects. This lightness reinforces its aura of serenity. To the observer, it looks less like it flies and more like it dances with the wind, a song like a breeze. Its song is soft, delicate, almost whispered. It's not as powerful as a thrush's or as melodious as a nightingale's. Instead, it's a sweet, simple murmur with a soothing cadence, like a spring breeze whispering through leaves. This subtle call is enough to mark territory, attract mates, and set a soundtrack that perfectly matches the open landscapes it inhabits. Habits and reproduction. In spring, mountain bluebirds search for safe cavities to nest. The female lays 4 to 6 pale blue eggs, tiny replicas of the father's own color. Incubation lasts about 2 weeks, and both parents work tirelessly to feed the chicks, flying back and forth with insects dozens of times each day. Guardians of balance beyond their beauty, mountain bluebirds play an essential ecological role. By feeding on insects, they help naturally control agricultural pests. In rural areas, their presence is celebrated not only as a site of beauty, but as an invisible ally of sustainable farming. This connection with the land has made them symbols of fertility and abundance in many North American communities, culture, and symbolism. In folklore, the mountain bluebird is often linked to hope and renewal. Its radiant blue represents clarity, tranquility, and sunny days after storms. In many US and Canadian stories and songs, the bluebird's appearance is seen as a sign of good luck or a promise of better times. No wonder the phrase, "bluebird of happiness," became popular, a living image of peace. In the end, seeing a mountain bluebird is much more than spotting a bird. It's witnessing a meeting of sky and earth. Its serene flight, translucent color, and gentle song evoke a rare sense of harmony, a reminder that beauty can be both simple and profound. Number 10. Black-capped chickadee. A curious little bird that seems to say good morning. Have you ever seen a bird that looks like it's greeting you when you meet it? That's the black-capped chickadee. Small, friendly, and charming from the very first moment. It measures about 12 centimeters with soft plumage in shades of white, gray, and beige, and a black cap covering its head and eyes, giving it a unique, expressive face. But what really wins people over is its behavior. This bird is extremely curious and approachable. In many regions of North America, America, it comes close to humans without fear and will even take seeds directly from the hand. Its call, which sounds like chick-a-dee-dee-dee, gave it its name, and when it sings, it truly feels like it's talking to you. A natural delight. With its tiny size, bright little eyes, and confident attitude, the chickadee is the kind of bird you wish you could hug. Number 11. Snowy Owl. The majesty of snow with a charming gaze. Have you ever seen an owl so white and fluffy it looks like it's made of cotton? The snowy owl is one of the most elegant and adorable birds in existence. Reaching up to 70 centimeters tall, it commands respect, yet captures hearts with its snowy white plumage speckled with gray and its big, expressive yellow eyes that always seem to watch with tenderness. It inhabits Arctic regions and is one of the few owl species that also hunts during the day, gliding silently across frozen landscapes like a guardian of the wind. Despite its imposing size, it has a calm, contemplative character. When perched, it looks like a living sculpture in the snow. With its majestic presence and pure beauty, the snowy owl isn't just adorable, it's simply unforgettable. Number 12. Japanese white-eye. Two little eyes surrounded by tenderness. Have you ever seen a bird with eyes so cute it always looks surprised? The Japanese white-eye, Zosterops japonicus, is pure charm in bird form. This tiny bird measures about 11 centimeters. With a greenish body and pale yellow chest. But what stands out most are its eyes, circled by a perfectly drawn white ring, as if wearing plush glasses. It inhabits forests, gardens, and even cities across many Asian countries. And despite its small size, it's highly social, living in flocks and constantly interacting. It forms lively groups, always chatting with companions in sweet, high-pitched tones. It loves fruits and nectar, often seen hopping among flowers with light dance-like movements. With its marked eyes, cheerful behavior, and irresistible appearance, the Japanese white-eye is pure flying sweetness. Number 13. Tropical parula, a tiny tropical bird that colors the day. That's how many describe the tropical parula, one of the most graceful and vibrant little birds of the Latin American forests. At first glance, it looks like a tiny burst of sunlight with wings, a golden spark moving through the branches as if painting the green with strokes of light, a moving splash of color. At just 12 centimeters long, the tropical parula is tiny, but its beauty makes it impossible to ignore. Its bright yellow chest blends with a delicate orange touch on the throat, creating a perfect contrast with its bluish-gray wings and greenish back. Its lively, curious eyes complete the picture of a bird that looks like it was painted by nature itself. From a distance, it may look like just a flash among the leaves, but a closer look reveals that every detail is a true work of art. The tropical home. This little songbird is found across much of Central and South America, especially in humid tropical forests, forest edges, and dense vegetation. It also appears in parks and tree-filled gardens, bringing it closer to everyday human life. The tropical parula prefers the high treetops where the sun shines brightest. There, it builds its nests in hidden cavities among moss and leaves, ensuring camouflage and protection from predators. A soft, giggling song, its song is short, thin, and melodious, resembling playful giggles or whistles floating in the air. Unlike birds with powerful songs, the parula relies on subtlety, delicate notes repeated with enthusiasm. Walking through tropical forests, one can hear its call echoing like a musical smile, a sound that, along with its vibrant colors, turns the environment into a stage of pure lightness. Small but tireless. Despite its small size, the tropical parula is extremely active. It spends the day hopping from branch to branch in zigzags, searching among leaves and flowers. It feeds mainly on tiny insects, spiders, and larvae, playing an important role in the ecosystem by helping control insect populations. In some regions, it also visits flowers, sipping nectar, and even getting dusted in pollen, quietly contributing to pollination. Charming Serenity. One of its most remarkable traits is its peaceful nature. It isn't aggressive, doesn't fiercely compete for territory, and rarely engages in noisy disputes. Instead, it favors discretion, moving gently, singing softly, and illuminating its surroundings with nothing more than its presence. This mix of serene behavior and vibrant plumage has made it in many local cultures a symbol of peace and simple joy, a hidden jewel of the forest. Spotting a tropical parula among the vegetation is like finding a hidden gem. It doesn't seek attention, but when it appears, its image remains engraved in memory, a reminder that nature's greatest beauties are often found in the smallest details, those that require patience and calm to be appreciated. Inspiration for observers. For bird watchers, the tropical parula is a small visual reward. Many describe seeing it as receiving an unexpected gift, a spark of color in a green world. The vivid yellow against the forest shadows is so striking that for a moment it feels like the sun itself perched among the branches, a reminder of tenderness. In the end, the tropical parula is more than a bird. It's a living symbol of tenderness and joy. Its small size teaches us that greatness isn't about being imposing, but about spreading beauty in the simplest ways. Its song shows that life's music can be light and still transformative. It is, indeed, a little golden flame with wings, able to brighten any tropical morning. Number 14. Blue jay, a strong voice and a princely air. Have you ever seen a bluebird with a royal bearing and plenty of attitude? That's the blue jay, a North American bird that combines beauty, intelligence, and a touch of mischief. It measures about 25 centimeters and sports sky blue plumage with white and black details. Its raised crest gives it a noble and curious appearance, as if it's always posing. But what really makes it special is its personality. The blue jay is playful, vocal, loves to mimic sounds, and has a lively social life. It lives in groups, engaging in animated conversations with others of its kind. It enjoys exploring, hiding seeds, and surprising observers with its cleverness. And although it sometimes comes off as bossy, it's very affectionate with its mate and chicks. With its striking plumage and vibrant character, the blue jay captivates both through beauty and charisma. Number 15. European robin, a little red breast that warms the heart. Do you know the bird that always appears on Christmas decorations? That's the European robin, one of Europe's most tender symbols, a true messenger of sweetness. It measures about 14 centimeters and is easily recognized by its orange-red breast, perfectly contrasting with its brown body and big, soft eyes. Its gaze always seems innocent, as if watching you with affection. Despite its small size, it has admirable courage. It often approaches humans in gardens, discreetly following along like a little silent guardian. Its soft, melodious song is a gift in any season, but it stands out in winter, echoing among bare branches. With its sweet looks, friendly attitude, and constant presence, the European robin is pure tenderness, capable of warming even the coldest day. Number 16. Bohemian waxwing, the most elegant crest in the sky. Have you ever seen a bird that looks like it styled its hair with gel? The Bohemian waxwing is pure aerial elegance and one of the most adorable birds from the cold regions of the northern hemisphere. At about 20 centimeters, this beauty displays reddish-beige plumage, a light gray belly, and touches of yellow, white, and red on the wingtips. But its most enchanting detail is the silky crest that falls smoothly over its head, like it just walked out of a beauty salon. Its eyes are framed by a black mask, giving it a perfectly cartoonish look. When gathered in quiet flocks, the sight is mesmerizing. They feed mainly on fruits in winter and even share berries with each other, a sociable gesture that makes them even cuter. With its elegant look, smooth flight, and serene attitude, the Bohemian waxwing is truly delightful to watch. Number 17. Long-tailed tit, a fluffy little ball with a long tail. Imagine a tiny ball of fluff with curious eyes that seem to sparkle at every move, and a long, elegant tail stretching like a delicate thread. That's the long-tailed tit, one of Europe's most adorable birds. So charming it seems straight out of a fairy tale, a living toy of nature. At just 14 centimeters long, most of its size comes from its slender, graceful tail, which helps with stability during short flights between branches and shrubs. Its rounded body is covered in soft feathers of white, pale pink, and gray, making it look like a tiny living cloud. Its delicate face, with expressive black eyes, radiates constant curiosity and endless energy. Life and community. The long-tailed tit is extremely social, living in flocks of up to 20 individuals, especially outside the breeding season. These groups aren't just for company. Living together increases safety against predators and helps with foraging. They constantly communicate with short, sharp calls that sound like little giggles, keeping the flock connected even in dense shrubs. In winter, these groups become cozy heat balls. The birds huddle together, taking turns perching on top, sharing warmth and protection against the harsh cold, feeding and energy needs. Despite their tiny size, long-tailed tits are incredibly active and need constant energy. They mainly eat insects, larvae, small spiders, and insect eggs, skillfully foraging among leaves and branches. In colder months, when insects are scarce, they adapt by eating seeds and small fruits, showing admirable resilience. Each flight is quick and precise, and flock members often take turns exploring branches, making sure no one is left without food. Nature's architects. One of their most fascinating traits is their nest building skill. Their spherical nests are true masterpieces, crafted from moss, feathers, and spider silk, with a tiny entrance that shields chicks from predators and cold winds. These little homes are flexible and almost invisible among the foliage. The parents maintain stable internal temperatures, sharing body heat and adjusting moss and feather layers as needed. Reproduction and care. In spring, long-tailed tits form monogamous pairs. Though flocks often help raise the young, each female lays 5 to 10 tiny, delicate eggs, carefully incubated. Flock members may assist in feeding the chicks, making it a remarkable example of cooperative care. Thanks to this collective effort, few chicks succumb to predators or cold. It's a small but incredibly organized society, a true symbol of teamwork in nature. Curiosities and symbolism. In European culture, the long-tailed tit is often seen as a symbol of diligence, unity, and community care. Its fluffy look and sociable behavior made it a favorite among bird watchers and artists, appearing in prints, tales, and nature photography. Despite its delicate appearance, this little bird is resilient, able to endure Europe's harsh winters and adapt to various environments, from dense forests to urban gardens. A burst of cuteness and life. The long-tailed tit is, in essence, a tiny living wonder. It combines beauty, intelligence, sociability, and energy in a unique way. Every flight, every chirp, every hop among branches radiates lightness and joy, reminding us that nature doesn't need size to impress. Watching a flock of these birds is witnessing an aerial dance of soft colors, fluffy feathers, and collective spirit, a heartwarming scene that inspires care for the small creatures we share the world with. Number 18. Northern Cardinal, a vibrant red full of charm. Have you ever seen a bird so red it looks like it came straight out of a Christmas card? The Northern Cardinal is exactly that, a symbol of elegance, sweetness, and grace in North America. At about 21 centimeters, the male stands out with its bright red plumage and the black mask around its beak. The female, more discreet, has brownish tones with red highlights on the wings and tail. Equally adorable beyond their looks, their behavior is even more captivating. Males frequently sing sweet melodies to mark territory or court their mates. During courtship, they even feed the female beak to beak, a scene of pure cuteness. It's common to see them perched in snowy backyards like a scarlet jewel in the white landscape, a heartwarming sight. With its intense color, melodic song, and gentle gestures, the Northern Cardinal is pure charm in the form of a bird. Number 19. Gouldian finch, a rainbow in the shape of a bird. Can you imagine a bird so colorful it looks like a living painting? The Gouldian finch, also known as the Lady Gouldian finch, is one of the most colorful and cutest birds on the planet. Native to Australia, it measures only about 12 centimeters. Yet it attracts attention like few others. Its plumage showcases combinations of purple, green, yellow, blue, red, and even different variations of black or orange-headed morphs. It looks like a little bird ready for nature's carnival. Despite its vibrant palette, it has a calm and elegant temperament. It usually lives in small groups, often perching side by side as if posing for a photo. Its curious gaze, rounded body, and hopping movements make it even cuter. Its song is subtle, almost like a soft whisper that perfectly matches its charm, and when it spreads its wings, it's a true spectacle. The Gouldian finch is a multicolored treasure that brightens any place. Have you already fallen in love with this living jewel? Number 20. Asian fairy bluebird, a dazzling blue charm straight from the Asian forests. Have you ever seen a bird so shiny it looks like it came out of a fairy tale? The Asian fairy bluebird is a creature that blends elegance and sweetness in one body. Males display electric blue plumage with a metallic glow that shimmers under the forest canopy light. Females show a softer blue with greenish tones, making their gentle gaze even more captivating. It measures about 25 centimeters and inhabits tropical forests in Asia, living high among the treetops treetops, where it flies delicately and sings soft, melodious calls, almost like enchanted whispers. Despite its bright plumage, it's a calm bird with smooth movements and a serene posture. Its small, round, curious black eyes add even more tenderness to its charming appearance. It's the kind of bird that captivates effortlessly, with natural elegance and a serene aura that warms the heart. Had you ever heard of this blue wonder from the Asian forests? Comment below. I want to know if the fairy bluebird enchanted you as much as it did us. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed our content, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and leave your like. Also, check out other interesting videos that are appearing right now on your screen. See you in the next video.